All right, let's get to our morning business report. The latest inflation numbers are expected in just a few hours.
And we're closely watching airline prices this morning as fuel costs have jumped amid the U.S.-Iran conflict. Channel 3's Jane King is live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, Tracy and Caitlin. Good morning. Well, so far, no U.S. carrier has announced price hikes due to the higher oil prices, which have since settled down. But they are beginning to trickle in elsewhere. Air New Zealand, for instance, among the international airlines that have announced fare increases tied to the rising price of jet fuel. Now, travel experts believe the airlines will raise fares if oil prices go higher or stay elevated. Well, the average American senior's Medicare premiums last year were about 10% higher, more than $200 a year, because of alleged overpayments to private Medicare Advantage plans. Congressional investigators say that Medicare Part B premiums that most seniors pay were partly pushed up by controversial health insurer practices, such as adding diagnoses to trigger higher payments. A spokesman for AHIP, which is a health insurance industry trade group, said the committee's findings were on fundamentally flawed data and should not dictate policy. Well, inflation is still a hot topic. Today we get the latest consumer price index. Lately, home prices have stabilized, so that should show up in the number. And today's number won't have any information about rising gas prices, since this will be for the month of February. And stocks held steady yesterday as Wall Street waits for news on the Iran war. This morning we are looking a bit lower for the start. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.